Alrighty, fellas, welcome back to the first Loot from 1 Hour in a long time in PokeMMO. Loot from 1 Hours used to be a series where I would catch a specific Pokemon for an hour of time and see how much Pokeyen you could make, considering all the costs and stuff like that. And this is the first time where I feel like this could actually be a really good Pokemon to catch for profit. Today, I'm going to be catching Shellder over at New Bark Town in Johto. There's a few very common locations for Shellder in PokeMMO, and I'm going to be super honest with you, I don't know which is the best. I've seen a few pieces of catch data from certain locations. I got linked from a fellow player that Route 13 in Unova has like a 31% chance of Shellder. This seems to be kind of similar, so we're gonna be here at New Bark. It's a nice little spot in Johto people should have access to, so I'm gonna be here chilling. I am not gonna be leading with a catching Pokemon. I'm gonna be adamant synchronizing. Okay, so I have a synchronized adamant Alakazam. The reason why is that the cheapest Shellder with adamant nature right now is around 15k or so, 13k. Some people are listening to this, so 13k, 15k is the cheapest Shellder, with these being that's crazy. Shelders and cloisters are in really high demand for good ones that are adamant, with things like 131 attack IV plus adamant. Like the cheapest one there is 80k. What's the cheapest Shellder? 50k for just a 1x31 plus the adamant nature. Insane Pokeyen. They're in very high demand because a lot of new players are jumping into the game right now, and probably the best new player money making method right now is trainer reruns, which uses a 2x31 cloister, attack and speed with lonely, naughty, or adamant nature. So we're gonna keep an eye out for those natures, keep an eye out for those IVs, and hopefully make some profit. The only problem with this strategy is that I will be using quick balls, which are pretty expensive, costing around 1200 Pokeyen a piece. I'm actually gonna make sure to go buy a few more before we start this challenge, so that'll be a significant cost. Every single Shellder is going to cost us 1200 Pokeyen, but then on top of that, every single male Shellder we should be able to sell for around 2800 Pokeyen a piece. You can see the Water Sea male egg group. You see a few here for cheaper, but these have all been listed in the past 30 minutes, so you know that's not an actual accurate representation of the price. People are probably buying these to breed certain rare shinies, things like shiny Caracosta, things like whatever fossil, like probably Ammonite, stuff like that. Yeah, Ammonite, things that are in that same egg group who want those same male breeders for shiny hunting. So I'm really curious to see. I genuinely have no idea if this will be profitable or how much money it'll be. I'm gonna go ahead and start a timer. I'm gonna go ahead and go buy more quick balls, and we're gonna just jump into it. I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, the timer is on screen. I went ahead and bought quick balls. I have exactly 200, so we'll be able to tell how many we use, but it should be pretty easy. It is a 100% catch rate with quick balls. So 3, 2, 1, I'm going to go ahead and start fishing. It's not a 100% chance for Shelders here, and the fact that we're not leading with a sticky hold Pokemon or using lures does mean that we're going to be seeing this message quite a bit, not even a nibble. That is going to be the most annoying part of this challenge, is the not even a nibbles, and then running from the fight whenever we don't see a Shellder. However, we have streamer luck, so we did get a Shellder our very first encounter. Now, the cool part about this method is you literally don't need a catching Pokemon at all, which is pretty interesting. Usually for almost all catching, methods for profit, you need a catching Pokemon, a False Swipe Spore, high-level Breloom. Those can be kind of expensive. For this, literally all you need is an adamant synchronized Alakazam. So this could be a decently good beginner method. That is a nothing Shellder worth absolutely zero. So we're already minus 1200 Pokeyen. Rough start on the first catch. We have a lot more catches to go. I'll see you guys in 59 minutes. All right, there it is, boys. That is the end of the time. I feel like I caught a fair amount of Shelders, so I'm excited to head back to the PC and go check out the loots. Let's, number one, just see how many Shelders we caught quantity-wise. About 32 or so. We did get 1 big pearl. Wow. Wait, 1 big pearl and then 2 other pearls? That's already a little bit of Pokeyen, just pure yen from those items, dude. I have a lot of sorting to do. I'll see you guys in a quick sec with the rest of the loots. Alrighty, we should be going step by step, and step 1 is figuring out the total cost. So I'm going to go ahead and take 1200 Pokeyen, which is the cost of each quick ball, 1200 Pokeyen times 32, which is how many Shelders I caught. So it was around 40,000 Pokeyen. We're going to call it 40k flat. I'd rather underestimate our profits than overestimate. So we're going to call it a 40k flat Pokeyen cost. That's our initial, we're going to subtract that from the profits at the end, but I'm feeling really good. We also got a 2x31 in this. So I'm going to start off by selling these. These are just the Shelders we released. So there's 6 Shelders here that aren't going to sell for anything. They don't have stats. They don't have nature. They're not males to be used as breeders. These are just getting released. These have no value. I can't do anything with them, but only releasing 6 out of 32 catches is crazy. The fact that all of these will probably have some value is super, super nice. I'm going to go ahead and also take off the pearls off of these. The pearls I think are worth, the little pearls are worth like 2k a piece. Yeah. And the big pearl is worth around 4k. I think it's like 3,700 or something like that. So we're going to go ahead and we have 40,000. If we add, we'll just keep that in mind. That's our cost. We'll start calculating our revenue and we'll subtract the 40k after we're done. So we'll do 4k from the pearls plus 4k for the big pearl. And so we're at 8k so far just in items. Then we have 6 Shelders here, which I'll all list for 2,800, which is just the base price of the Water Sea male egg group breeders. So I would go ahead and do 2,800 times 6 minus 1k each. So it's actually 1,800 is the listing fee, right? So it's 1,800 times 6. So that's about 10k profit. So we'll do 10k plus 8k. So we're at about 18k profit, or 18k revenue, excuse me, 18k revenue at the moment. I'll list these off really quick to make it cleaner to check. Next up is this Shellder, our 2x30, which is Water Sea male egg group, which does have 25 plus in the defenses and HP, which is really nice. I'm going to end up selling this for around 42k. I'm just going to go 42.99 like this. 2k cost to list it, so we're going to call that a 40k profit. So I'm going to sell that off, just get it out of my box so I can keep on keeping on. We'll do plus 40k. So that, I mean, that Shellder alone pays for our costs on the quick balls for the whole hour, and we have this much more to do. I'm gonna go ahead and sort through all of the adamant. I'll grab all the adamant cloisters with no other stats and sort those out next. Okay, we do have one more base price cloister down here. That's just a male Water Sea. I'm gonna sell it off for 2,800. That'll just be an extra plus 1,800 on the calculator. I just wanted to include that in the video so you guys don't know where that little extra number came from. Okay, we have 5 Shelders that are adamant that don't have other stats. These are all adamant, but like have 20 plus in attack or speed. So I'm going to sell those a little bit differently, but these will all go for around 12k a piece at the moment. I'm going to sell for, I think 12,998 or just 11. I'm going to get under the market because I think people are watching the stream and farming these as they should. And every market's going to be affected when I call attention to a market. It's always affected, but it should even out over time. A lot of people will always say things. I talk with every money making method I put out, and I'm always going to err on the side of education and teaching over the side of hiding money making methods. That's what players used to do. You know, years ago before me and other creators started making guides, players would just hide the money making methods and keep them to themselves. And that's not good either, right? And whenever you make a video about a method or just show a method off, it does gain more popularity, and the price margins do usually decrease. However, it does not stay like that. Like, every market will even out over time, and I've talked about this in great detail over many of my videos. That's why I always tell people to check out I always say check out money making methods from videos that are like 3 months old. Those are usually the best ones to check out. But let's go ahead and we did have 5 of these. I'm at 60k. I'm gonna do 5 times 11k profit per. Pretty easy math. 55k. We'll do plus the 60k. So what was it? 55 plus 60k after I finish selling these off. So I'm gonna finish listing these. We're currently at 115k revenue, and we still have a lot of Pokemon to get through. I'm really excited to see this final number. This could be like one of the few Pokemon left that's good to catch for profit. Alrighty, so these next few Shelders do have to be price checked individually. This one is Adamant Nature with 20 plus speed. We'll see if it even goes for anything different. It seems like it's about the same price. This has been listed pretty recently, so I could assume like, oh yeah, these are kind of underpriced. But this one's been up for 2 days. So I'm going to err on the side of caution. It's going to be another plus 11k profit. So we're going to put them on the calculator. I'm just going to sell this one for 11k. I'd rather it sell faster and get it, get the money cycling than try to get maximum profits out of it. If you're a newer player, maybe it is worth you the maximum profits. It really depends on the market that you're working with. Next up is this one. There's 2 more that are adamant, and they don't have speed, but they have 20 plus attack. This one also has 20 plus in defenses. I'm going to try to work that in, but it might make the price check too complicated. As you can see, there's not an accurate price now. What if I just do adamant plus 20 attack? This is the closest comparable, around 19k, 15k. Higher than the other ones for sure. This one's been up for 12 minutes. I kind of do want to go like 18k on this because of the defenses. I think that number is super fair, so I'm gonna go this number on this one. Stuff like this, price checking, I always say, has one of the highest skill ceiling things in PokeMMO, and I'm not always 100% correct. I always say when I list Pokemon like this for money making videos, I think 90% of them sell very quickly in the first cycle. 10% of them I usually have to relist. 9% was listed out of human error at an incorrect price, which does happen a fair bit. It's a very, very difficult thing, even though I have 9,000 hours in the game. There's just so many things to factor in. The Pokemon economy is very, very, very complicated. I'm going to sell that off and then add 18K over on the calculator really quick and keep talking, keep yapping. But it's very important to think about and talk about how it's just, you're going to have to wait for things to sell. Things will take time to sell. I also get a lot of new players who ask me like, oh, like, I've had this thing listed, but it's not selling. Should I cancel the listing? And that's one of the quickest, like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, if you're canceling a listing, before, you almost never, like 99%, like almost never want to cancel a listing. It is almost always better. Just let it sit. Like if you, that is like new player lack of patience, which is okay. It's very normal. It's very human, but you should always be letting your listings naturally wear out. Don't cancel them early. That is brutal. This should be worth a fair bit more. This is better than mine, so I'm gonna once again kind of eyeball this one. I'm gonna go like this is kind of underpriced. I would argue you could like buy this and flip this, or buy this and breed this up and make, you probably make a profit on me breeding this for profit at this price, but I'm okay with that. That's another big part of the PokeMMO economy, is even someone like myself with 9,000 hours, I understand that I'm gonna leave a little wiggle room sometimes for people to be able to breed for profit, make profit on top of me, and that keeps the economy flowing and makes my stuff sell quicker and helps other players make money. This next one is 25 plus in both attack and speed, and this is probably the best one, the best Adamant, not the best Cloyster in general or Shellder in general, but that's insane. I mean, obviously mine's not worth that because this one has 31, but the fact that the cheapest one is 58K is just insanity. This should be the easiest sell in the world for 40K. Like, this is, once again, if anything, I'm underpricing these. Keep that in mind. Like, this probably should go for like 50K, honestly. I might even do that because, like, it's just, that's 200. Yeah, I'm gonna go 50K on it. I'm gonna go 50, maybe like 45 would be best. That one Shellder already sold for 20. 50K, we're gonna do plus 47K after the fee. So we're at 210K revenue so far. Still have 50K cost to subtract, but now we have our 1x31s and our other few Shelders down here to track. Okay, this next sale is a much less desired nature on Cloyster, but this one is 20 plus attack, 20 plus speed, jolly nature. There's a 28K one, but it's obviously, this is much better than mine. I almost want to, this is Abenbag. I almost want to buy this and I'm going to flip this. I love you, Abenbag. I'm sorry, but I'm flipping you right now. I'm going to go buy that, and that's a UT. I'm going to EV train that and sell it as a competitive Pokemon. That's a banger Cloyster. And that leaves me the open market. I think that's super underpriced. And then I'll go ahead and sell this for, maybe not super, but like, you know, good price for me to buy it, train it up. And I'll sell this for 25K. Should be a fair price. We'll go add plus 23K. I like to, once again, underestimate profits just to leave some wiggle room for relisting fees and give you guys a more accurate number. I'd rather underestimate the money you can make at a spot versus overestimate. Next up is a Shellder with 31 defense. I don't know, with stuff like this, I generally don't know how valuable. I don't think it's gonna be that crazy. Yeah, these are just like 7K. Pretty normal Pokemon. You might even want to just go egg group on these. I'm gonna copy this price and just go 6,898. I think that's totally fine. It'll be plus, we're gonna do plus 6K on that over on the calculators. We're at 239K so far. Next up, some more individual. Now this is a good one. A 31 attack Shellder. This is what we're looking for. The other stats don't matter. Just the 31 attack Shellder. The fact that it's a 31 attack Shellder should be worth some decent Pokeyen. 30K minimum. We're gonna do the 30K number for sure, because the next one's been listed for 6 days. We're gonna, actually, is this one better? This one is a bit better, but I think this will still sell. I think it's still a fair price. It'll still sell. That'll be plus, what was the listing fee on that? It was a few K. We're gonna call it plus 20. I didn't see the listing fee, so I'm just gonna do plus 25K. I don't think it was that much, but we're gonna, once again, rather underestimate. So 264K is our new number. If we could make like 250K Pokeyen catching a Pokemon for profit that doesn't require a catching Pokemon, you can just quick ball all day, that would be really, really awesome to see. We have to hit 300K total revenue for it to be 250K or so profit. This is one of the toughest price checks I've seen on here, but like I can generally use other information. It's 31 special attack, 25 plus speed, and 20 plus other stats, and it's timid nature. The 31 special attack plus timid nature makes it really, really good. I feel like this would normally go for around 20 to 30K in other egg groups. I'm gonna freeball. That's a good example of one that might insta sell, or it might not sell for a while, and I don't know which one. I'm gonna do plus 19K on the calculator. That's one of those weird sales where I'm gonna have to relist that. I might end up selling for like 8K or so. So we'll have to, that's a flexible one. Not every price check I'm going to feel super, super confident about. It's just how it goes. Next up is a 31 speed Shellder. This is beautiful. 31 speed Shellder, cheapest one. Oh, wait, what? The cheapest 31 speed Shellder at all. This is my listed one. I probably underlisted this then. I'm going to let it still stay. But this is, whoa, 48K minimum. I mean, I'm going to go the 42,998, I guess. We're going to get rid of a 99 there. I did not think that would be worth 40K. That's actually disgusting. That's actually so crazy. Checking closer to. I could check closer to. I'm sure some people will only check, but I probably should have checked closer to. That's kind of a good point. It's good to check both there. It's probably, that one might not sell. We'll see. That was kind of a good point. That was a good point. Someone might still buy that. To be fair, there's only 3 cloisters all listed within the hour that cost less than that 40K mark. So I think that Shellder still has a really good chance of selling. Like, probably 50-50, but there's a chance it doesn't sell for sure. For sure. That might be a relist for like 27-30K. Let's go ahead and go over to the next Shellder. Jolly Nature Shellder. Just Jolly Nature. I don't know if this will go for. I wanted to price it. I don't know if this will be worth anything. It might be worth absolutely nothing. But I wanted to go for it. Why is Shellder so high price? It is one of the most in-demand Pokemon right now for newer players. I'd sell this for around 3K. I'm going to sell this for 3K and then not even add it to the price check because I don't know if it'll sell. So we're gonna do that there and chill. Am I really at 323K? That's insane. Now, once again, I would, you know, this is a fragile market to some extent. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think it's an under-tapped market now. These margins should go down. I think it's really, really good right now because it's under-tapped, but it will still be a good market. Like, worst case scenario is this makes around 300K Pokeyen per hour right now catching. I put out the video. It goes down to around 150 to 220K Pokeyen per hour for a little bit and then goes back up over time as people forget about it. So we'll have to see. Next up is this Shellder 31 special attack. I would just probably check this as an egg group mon. You don't really need special attack on a Cloyster. It's a physical attacking Pokemon. So I would just do this. That's going to be around 6K. So I would just do 598s like this. We'll do plus 5K over on the calculator. Yeah, plus Shellder is a banger shiny hunt that a lot of people just go for. Absolutely, absolutely. We see some Shelders selling as well. This one's just timid. Why did I keep this? Oh, it's 2 times 0. That's why. 2 times 0 Pokemon, multiple 0 IVs can be worth stuff. So I'm going to go 0 defense, 0 speed, egg group, water, C. It might be like 5K or so. Yep, this is going to be a few K. This is one of those things that's tough to sell, but this easily sells for 3K. Easily sells for 3K in my opinion. We'll do plus 2K on it. So that is 330,000 Pokeyen total revenue from all of the Shelders we caught within 1 hour. I would go ahead and personally, you would subtract 40K for the cost of balls. If I'm playing it really, really safe, really safe, and I want to say that some of these are going to be relisted, so, you know, quick balls, maybe this was a lucky hour, I'm going to subtract 80K for costs to just give you the safest number possible. This method should easily make you at least 250K Pokeyen plus per hour right now, which is incredible. If it goes down, I couldn't see it. Probably was maybe like 200K profit, 200K plus Pokeyen profit per hour at a new, like, that's a beginner friendly spot. The fact that all you need to have is New Bark Town unlocked and then the Super Rod in Johto and then quick balls and stuff. This is a very, you don't even need to catch Pokemon. You only need the synchronized mon. Very beginner friendly spot. Very beginner friendly. 200K plus Pokemon per hour just to catch Pokemon. Really good method. I'm really impressed by this. This is probably one of the few catching Pokemon for profit methods that is still viable and like actually really good in 2025. This has been, I'm really glad I tested this. Check it out. Go check the market. Go see how it's doing. Check 31 attack IV Shelders. Check adamant Shelders. It's the best way to see how it's going. Check 31 speed IV Shelders. Just keep an eye on things, test things out, and hopefully you can make some Pokemon with this method. If the video was helpful, leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel for daily Pokemon videos. Follow me on Twitch for streams like this live, Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below, and if you want to go above and beyond, if this kind of content has helped your Pokemon journey or supported your grind or given you some background entertainment, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo do help out tremendously. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace or Vino. Hey, thank you so very much for watching until the very end of the video. That means the world to me. And if your name is listed here, you're the reason I'm able to do this in the first place by going above and beyond and supporting the channel via YouTube memberships and Twitch Primes. Thank you so much. Have a great day.